Hello everybody, welcome to the Abbott's Address. Today is Wednesday, January 6th, 2016. Kindness is really important. Kindness. The Dalai Lama famously has his quote, "My religion is kindness." And if we go back to the original teachings of the Buddha, he talks about this in terms of some very interesting similes. He says you should be like the earth. Make your mind like the earth, because the earth receives everything. Blood, pus, difficulties, troubles, as well as wonderful things. The earth just receives all of it. And you should make your mind stable like the earth. And then he says, well, you could also be like water, because so too the ocean receives everything. It doesn't disclude itself from anything. Anything can come into the ocean. And the ocean stays the ocean, see? Although, of course, today we need to take care of the earth, and we need to take care of the ocean in ways the Buddha could never have imagined. So we'll put that disclaimer in there. He also talks about fire. Fire consumes everything. It'll consume gold, it'll consume lead, it'll consume everything. Wood, leather, everything it'll consume. So your mind should be like fire. It can consume anything. Earth, air, fire, air, wind. Wind blows on everything the same way. So whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, whatever, the wind will blow on it and cover it the same way. Space. Earth, air, fire, water, space. Space. Yeah, see? Have a mind like space. It accepts everything. Meteors, comets, suns, galaxies, whatever. So in terms of kindness, it's not just be nice, it's a matter of learning how to have a mind, training a mind that doesn't flinch in reactivity to things. So you can pick your element, earth, air, fire, water, space. This is the ancient way of describing the things that the universe is made of. It's what's represented on our altars. But make your mind like that. Have the mind of the stability of the earth, or the flowingness of the water, or the consuming everything of the fire. Whatever analogy works for you, pick one and go for it. When you find yourself being unkind, remember the Buddha's teaching about stability of mind and the mind being grounded in these things. Develop the state of mind of friendliness. For if you do, ill will grow less, and compassion will grow more. More joy and vexation will be less, aversion will be less, and equanimity will be more, repugnance will grow less. So some thoughts for the moment. Now, announcements, okay? In no particular order. I've got a bunch of Post-it notes here. So here's one of the announcements. The Syrian refugees that have come to Toledo are still in need of donations, and the temple donation drive is still running. Things like socks are very useful, gloves, that kind of stuff. There's lots of information on the temple Facebook page or the website. If you need more details about what to bring, there's still some time to bring them. Send a note, we'll get you the information you need. But this will go directly to the Syrian families that have moved here to Toledo in refuge. Another announcement, another Post-it note. Okay, this one is Shoken Council has recently met. I wanted to update you on this. This is a group. Actually, it's the Guardian Council is what it's called. And these are elected members of the Shoken students. There's 19 of them at the moment. And they elected leadership amongst themselves. And these representatives gather and are tasked with taking on the various projects that are related, right? And so, for your information, the first thing that they're going to be working on is really refining sesshin registration, the process of registration, and getting everything organized for our retreats. That's going to be like a major focus point. I'd like to really encourage, particularly the Shoken students, but everybody, the Jukai students and members of the community, if you're going to be doing a session, I'd really encourage you to look at your year. That's right, look at 2016, all the dates are there, and consider when you'll be doing retreats, and go ahead and register. There's going to be registration forms put up in a while. They're probably not active yet, but when they are, we'll let you know, and register in advance. Let's get this thing plotted out and figured out as far as you can. And of course, things happen and we adapt and change, but make that the intent if you can. There'll be a sort of a renewed look at what we used to call JCHI renewals. There's going to be some kind of a gathering or meeting that happens monthly to help the JCHI folks keep connecting. We're going to play a little bit with the forum. We've been doing a JCHI renewal on Friday evenings, but a number of folks can never make a Friday evening, and so they're perpetually been excluded from these activities. So we're going to move with the time and move with the format a little bit. Keep your eyes peeled for updates on that. And finally, there's going to be a day of Open Sky Retreat for current Shoken students once a month. Details will be forthcoming. Let's pick another note. There's only one more after this, I promise. Okay, the Great Heartland Buddhist Temple of Toledo Family Support Network, a working title, I guess we'll call it that for now. They're having their next meeting this Sunday after service. Okay, so service is done somewhere around 12:30, and you know, have a bagel and hang out a little bit, and then somewhere around 1, maybe 1:30, something like that, there'll be this meeting. And it's going to be really important if you're interested in either classes and workshops on parenting and family life, activities for young people, and this is children all the way through teens, and then also, what was the other one? Oh, parent-to-parent support possibilities. Okay, so they'll be discussing these things and getting some logistics down. Sunday after service, come and be a part of that. By the way, you don't have to have kids to be a part of this. There's a number of hands that have gone up of interest that have raised their kids or have never had kids or haven't had kids yet, that are interested in being a part of the conversation and contributing, and you're super welcome to do that. Okay, final posty note for today. The Leadership Council is meeting again on Sunday. I'd like you to know that the Leadership Council meets pretty frequently, I think at least once a month, and there's conversations going on all the time, and these folks are working really hard for you to have your Sangha be as best as it can be. We are so far developed from where we were even a year ago, let alone 5 years ago. It's a little mind-boggling to think of it, and it's in large part because of the efforts of the Leadership Council. So these folks are meeting this Sunday. Just a sneak peek. I know one of the things that's kind of on the queue for everybody is that it's coming time for our annual membership drive and our annual canvas. So, you know, we have yearly, we approach this business about membership and doing a membership drive and trying to get folks to go ahead and join and become members. And there'll be more information on that in probably next week or whenever we get it. And then the canvas, you know, which is how we keep the temple going, how we keep the budget working. Everything is completely transparent here. You can see it's a registered 501c3 and all the money is very clearly spelled out where it goes and what your contributions are being used for. So just sort of a little heads up about that. Okay, so welcome to 2016, everybody, and we'll see you in the Zendo.